Okay, welcome to homework starter for chapter 19, and we're going to be looking at question one. The question one gives you a bunch of information. It says Trio Company reports the following information for its first year of operations. Direct materials, $15 per unit cost. Direct labor, $16 per unit. Variable overhead is $4 per unit. And our fixed overhead is $160,000 per year. Units produced were 20,000. Units sold were 14,000, and ending finished goods inventory is 6,000. And as you see, our units sold plus our ending finished goods inventory equals our number of units produced. Then it says, compute the product cost per unit using absorption costing. Determine the cost of ending finished goods inventory using absorption costing. And determine the cost of goods sold using absorption costing. All right, so I've set up my tables here as I usually do. Again, these are usually set up for you in your system. Under absorption costing, our product cost will include our direct materials, our direct labor, our variable overhead, and our fixed overhead. So let's start our direct materials. The question gives it to us. They are $15. Nothing else to do but put 15 here. It's already given to you. Our direct labor question also gives it to you. So it's $16 per unit. So you're going to put $16 here. Then we have our variable overhead. It gives us the variable overhead of $4 per unit. So we just put $4 there. And then we have our fixed overhead. All right. The fixed overhead we need to calculate. So the way we calculate that is we had fixed overhead. The total for the year is $160,000. And we produced 20,000 units over the year. So we divide those two and we'll get the cost of the fixed overhead per unit. So I'm getting my calculator, 160 divided by 20,000. That's going to give me 8. And that's all we need. This last column here, nothing to put into it in connect. It's a trick column, or a trick row, I should say. Then I'm going to add all these numbers, 15 plus 16 plus 4 plus 8, and I should get my cost per unit of finished goods is 43. All right. So part two says determine the cost of ending finished goods inventory using absorption costing. So the cost per unit of finished goods, we've already calculated that. We just calculated it at 43. So we just put that there. The number of units in finished goods. So we look down here, it says the number of units in finished goods is 6,000. So I put that here. And then I multiply those two numbers, my 43 by 6,000. And that gives me 258,000. And that is my cost of ending finished goods inventory. Then the last part asks for the cost of goods sold using absorption costing. So I know the cost per unit of finished goods. I already calculated that again at 43. The number of units sold were 14,000. And then my cost of goods sold would be the 43 times 14,000, which should give me 602,000. And that's how you solve this problem.